Oh shit. Here we go again.
Oh yeah.
Seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please?
The show starts
right here, right
This
now.
is a message to all the haters out there. If you don't like what I do, but you watch everything I'm doing, you're still a fan.
Yeah, wait a minute, get it how you live it. 10 toes in when we standing on business. I'm a big stepper, underground methods. Top-notch hoes, get the most that the less straight terror, product of your errors. Wishing culture, baby, got that product you can measure. Trendsetter, the one who get the weather. Swerving while I'm bumping, present better. Yeah, rolling through the city with the big guns. Fuck the laws, loyal with me, we ain't got a cow. Zelly on silent, but the product in the fella loud. That's how you make the money pop for everyone involved. And if you don't deserve a cut, then we gon' cut them out. My barber got me looking right for every single time.
What's going on, everybody? This is your main man, Ox Smooth Baron, and you're tuned in to Hog HQ. Woo! Pig Sue! Wee! Go Hogs!
Touchdown. Razorbacks lose by 50 fucking billion. Idiots.
Hey man, you gotta love some satire, man. Shout out to Transplant Texan. As we start, just know that I am out of town. I am not in my regular location. I am we in Florida, it's palm trees and Disney. I don't know if you can see. Yeah.
That's
So
not
we
Disney.
I'm here for my birthday party. I know that's not but the rooms are decorated in Disney. But either way it go, this is the kids area. Either way it go. So if you hear some noise in the background, it's a whole party going on downstairs. But per usual, you know the motto, tell a friend, and we're back again with another episode. Once again, this gentleman right here, this is Mr. Hart. And this one right here, this is Adam. I am DP. Yeah, Daddy DP, Petty Adam, and Hart. Construction that has ended on the longest bridge hire in Arkansas history. Absolutely Transplant Texan. So I got us on the screen over here today. So I'll be glancing over there to look at the screen. Because as opposed to being on a laptop and the phone, it's totally different. Give them rule number one for the show, Adam.
All right, we've already
So what
seen
is
this.
rule number one for the show, Adam?
Rule number one. This is from
Let's see. Brian and Van Buren. The first rule of Hog HQ Live: don't mention John Gruden.
Don't mention John Gruden. Okay.
Because no
All
matter
right.
what Sports Illustrated article is out there, there's nothing out there saying that he wants to come here.
Gotcha. But you know, if somebody posts on Facebook and says mutual interest, then it's real, right? Is it not real?
I mean, so let's break this down before we get into the SEC scores. He did an unboxing video that he's done for like 100 schools so far. He talked a lot about Arkansas, had some fun calling the Hogs, kind of in a mocking way, but had some fun with it. And then he was in another show, another interview, and expressed interest of wanting to coach in the SEC.
Right.
So take that for whatever. I mean, he did. I mean, I guess any SEC school that he did an unboxing for, we can say that he has mutual interest there.
And he had actually unboxed Arkansas State a couple of weeks before that and was talking, very endearing. I can't wait to go watch them practice and all that stuff.
So, I mean, if Hugh Freeze gets fired or Billy Napier, I mean, that's going to be the next thing too. So
there you go. There you go. Look, so before we dive into it, with my background noise going on, excuse me for that in advance. But we got to pay some bills. Y'all stay locked in. Make sure to share this with somebody because we're going to dive in tonight. We get the former. That's my boy Jigga Car down in Memphis, man. All right, look. Pay some bills. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah, we got to do that too, don't we? Somewhere.
Fall Saturdays,
right there.
College football, fall Sundays, NFL. And with FanDuel, you can bet both like a pro. Whether you're stacking a same-game parlay on Arkansas or sweating a last-minute field goal in the NFL, FanDuel puts the power in your hands with live odds, quick bets, and easy cash outs. New customers even score bonus bets just for signing up. So if you bleed Cardinal red and ride with your favorite NFL squad, make every down count. FanDuel. Make every moment more.
All right, we are back. Shout out to FanDuel for tapping in and being a sponsor here. So, okay, go hire another nobody, and we continue sucking in. It's very possible, Bar. It's very possible.
I mean, it's one of those things that the guy's not coaching the SEC and 500 record coaching in the NFL, but I mean, it's whatever. I'm not saying it would be the Dion effect if you hired Gruden. So anyway,
we'll get into it because there's so much to break down. But let's go and get to the SEC score so we can get to the meats and potatoes, if you will.
Let's
hit the part where you pull up. There you go. All right. So LSU and Ole Miss. Yeah, I picked and Hog picked him. If you guys seen that, your boy picked Ole Miss. Lane Kiffin told you to pick the over when his daughter pulled up the picture about her relationship with the linebacker Weeks, who ended up throwing up in the game. I don't know if she food poisoned this dude so they could lose. I don't know. But I seen that shit and I was like, it's something to this. Like, you can go conspiracy theories, but it was what it was. Ole Miss with the Division II quarterback. Yeah.
Trinidad Chambliss or whatever it is.
Right, there you go. And this is the thing. LSU is not looking impressive all year long, so it really didn't matter. I figure Ole Miss will find a way to get it done. Alabama and Georgia, a big game that we watched and was looking to see if Georgia will get a comeback. But this is one of those things where you control the narrative when it comes to SEC play. I ain't gonna say just both of them had bye weeks. They both had a chance to prepare. All the negative talk about Kalen DeBoer at Alabama and not being Nick Saban, he redeemed himself this week. Number 17, Alabama takes down Georgia. Number 5, best believe Kirby Smart is gonna motivate his players with this loss, put up the film, talk crazy to people, etc., etc. And whoever Georgia play next week, I hate it for you because they're gonna bring it. I know that. Auburn and A&M. Auburn is still Auburn, and I can't say much because Arkansas is still Arkansas, but A&M takes the win 16-10 over Auburn. Slowly, if you've not been watching at Texas A&M, they slowly putting together some wins. It's going to be impressive towards the end of the year. You had Tennessee versus Mississippi State.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a good game. Now, at this point, a lot of times we try to put We put Mississippi State and Auburn in the automatic dubs for the season for the Razorbacks. At this
Not
point,
now.
yeah, we have no idea what the hell is going on. Mississippi State is not scared of anybody. They got confidence. The coach is getting his players on the team on both sides of the ball, and them boys get it done. But Tennessee finds a way to pull it out with the electric offense, and they keep scoring points every week, and they keep going up in the polls. UST, who the hell is that?
Utah State.
Yeah. Now look, this is the thing. Watching this game or watching the score earlier, Utah State almost got these boys. Vanderbilt found a way to came back. I want to say it was down 18 points and came back and won. Hey, my boy Diego. Yeah, Dora the Explorer and Diego. Diego came back and did his thing. Vanderbilt, because shout out to the Hispanic quarterbacks.
Sure.
Yeah, because your boy Indiana is balling. The dude is balling, and he may end up big.
There was some conversation yesterday. He looks a little light.
Yeah, well, it's see, when you have melanin in your skin, it's a spectrum. It's a spectrum.
So as being in Indiana, it's kind of
right
lighting him up a little bit. Not as much sun up there.
I get it. There you go. But then Missouri, it was a slow game in the beginning. Missouri found a way to pull it out. Once again, their offense is electric and prolific. Drinkwitz finds a way to get a quarterback and a running back every year, and they get it done with their defense. So they did their thing. Notre Dame, Arkansas. You know what it was. You know what it is. 14-10 was the closest that you got in this game. After that, it was a nothing burger. Might as well go cut your grass at halftime. Yeah, Notre Dame showed out. Love showed out. Put his name in the Heisman mix. Carr, he's not even a real quarterback. But once again, we are the team that give people Heisman hopes and enough film to get drafted. So
no relation to David Carr, even though they look like brothers.
There you go. And Kentucky and South Carolina. South Carolina ends up pulling up the win. Lenore Sellers comes back after injury. They find a way to get it done at home. Once again, I gotta go to South Carolina for a home game because that little, what is it, sandstorm they play?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a vibe with the little tiles in there. That's pretty dope. I like that.
Arkansas could never. Yeah. Still playing playlist songs. 2006. Yeah. Boots with the fur. Y'all got to stop this shit. We just so behind when it comes to certain things. But either way, that's what it is. So that's the SEC scores for the week, and that is a wrap. All right. Sankey. I got to look on the screen because it's small on my phone. It's popping up in a minute. Boom. Sankey. We're counting on you, like we counted on Notre Dame to bring a vacancy to the U of A athletic department. Do us a solid, Greg. Hey. We're going to see. I live near Starkville, Mississippi State. Is vastly improved. Absolutely, Brad. Absolutely. They are vastly improved. Tim with a comment on Facebook. Do y'all ever think that one day we would possibly considering Vanderbilt as a playoff team? No. But I didn't think it's possible. Let Kevin Garnett tell it. JP Gregory. Arkansas isn't Arkansas anymore. We are Arkansas with BP at head coach. All right. BO16. All right, Mark, do you not pay attention to the rules? It said Gruden coached in college, but never a head coach. Same for Pete Carroll when he left NFL for USC. That worked out well for the Trojans. If Chucky wants the job Arkansas needs to offer, they can't afford another bad hire. Definitely can't afford another bad hire, regardless of who it is. Rebuttal back to Brian. The hoodie has zero personality. Gruden would be a recruiting machine and put together a the hoodie has, enough personality to get a 23-year-old. I'm joking.
Hey, man, you know what, man? And we'll get into all of this. But before we get into all of this, JP, my question is that there a song called War Pigs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Why is Black Sabbath?
Yeah. Because maybe, I don't know.
They should take War Pigs and do, I'm not saying take it identical or the intro, but do your walkout or whatever, like Virginia Tech does Enter Sandman.
There you go.
Or do something of that.
Or just call Adam and let him do a mashup and it'd be hella dope. How about that?
I mean, Lord knows they ain't going to do that.
There you go. Before we get into all of this and that and the third, let me put this in the air real quick. Yeah, shout out to my coach, Sam Pittman, Mr. Coach Cold Beer.
Oh, well.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Pittman. We appreciate your time, energy, and effort, sir. I'm on vacation. Fuck what y'all talking about. Look. But honestly, as we get into this conversation, and once again, I can't see the comments on my end until you pull them up. So just keep on doing what you're doing. But I just want to say this, and then we'll go ahead and drop the last little time for the you know what. So Jesse Mentor as a head coach. Ryan, give me some intel. I don't know who that is off the top of my head. Gruden resigned because of racist and anti-gay. You can't have that type of shit in 2025. That's what you can't have. Are the boosters wanting Bobby P to get the job? Is there a big time push to give him the job? That's what's gonna make the big difference, Will. At the end of the day, whoever's cutting these checks, that's gonna be the person who's gonna make decisions. It's gonna not only be on Hunter check, and I think Hunter check's gonna have less say so in this. You might do the hey, if you want us to cut the check, then you let us hire who the hell we want to hire, and I'm cool with that. Can we at least keep the jukebox? Hell no, jukebox. What's the call? What's the bowling ball? Larry. He can get his ass. Yeah, Larry, get the hell on. No, we're not doing it. We need a whole new thing. We need whole new mantras. We need whole new sayings. Everything. Louis Vuitton, great value, a blue light special. It's done. JP with another comment. If you was the one making the hire, who would be the first guy to go after? Can we? I love that question.
We'll come back to that one.
We'll come back to that one because the list that they gonna tell you, I'm not liking none of them. And I'm gonna tell you why. We'll get to it. Can we roll our last little time? Yeah, such and
Before
such.
We'll get into it.
Pay some bills.
Let's step out of the huddle for a second and talk about something just as important as Arkansas football, your home. Our teammates over at Premium Supply are the MVPs of home improvement. They've got all the tools you need to take your next project to the end zone. Siding, soffit, columns, windows, doors, vents, decking, the whole lineup. Whether you're building from the ground up or just doing some midfield maintenance, Premium Supply is your Heisman-winning quarterback. With locations in Conway, North Little Rock, Russellville, and Jonesboro, there's always a Premium Supply nearby, ready to take you to the championship. So if you're looking for professional products with all-star customer service, take a look at www.premiumsupplyllc.com.
Use promo code HOGHQ for a 5% discount on your next purchase.
Premium Supply, where we treat each of our customers like one of the family.
Premium Supply, where we treat each of our customers like one of the family.
All right. Yeah. So clearly you can see me. I'm looking at the comments right now. Let me go ahead and dig in. Whose birthday? My brother Brian. It's my niece, Brian. If you was paying attention to the beginning when we signed on, and you'd have known that, my brother. I tell you. All right, let me get to these comments. So Logan says Bobby P about to really change the culture the rest of the season. Transplant Texan. I can tap it. Can you see that?
I don't know where you're at in the list.
I'm right. I'm right here.
Are you about to point? This is like I'm working the drive-through, and you're pointing at the menu like I can see what you're looking at.
That one.
You know.
Yeah, let me get that one right there.
And they be like, they get you the first one, and they be like, hey, before you go to the second window, can you just hold right here? They're trying to get the drive-through time together. All right, go ahead and pop the comments. Roll with it, whatever you got. But I did see a comment I want to see. Sam, you can take Larry with you too. That tie comment had me rolling though. All right, Brad, new culture top to bottom. Absolutely. We definitely need to change. Nicholas Stewart, the only logical choice is Brett Lashley. Easiest prediction in this coaching search. All right, I like it. I like it. Ty said throw Larry at the damn jukebox. Hey, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad. Yeah. Tony Dungy is available. He's the reason Chucky has the title anyway. People don't want to talk about that Ojinga, but that's definitely the truth. That was his team he put together. Brian, another comment. Petrino hasn't been great either, so I don't see him staying unless something drastic changes. Did y'all see the offense Saturday? You played a stellar team, but yeah, we seen it. Just a none with a comment. Tapping in from Facebook. The defense should have went to Premium Supply to fix the damn defense. promo code tackle some damn Hey, that's one of the better comments I done seen, bro. No, you put some work into that one, dog.
I'm gonna
You put some
favorite that
work
one
into
and come
that.
back to it.
Yeah, let's do it. I would want Urban Meyer before bringing in a retired NFL coach. Red Leslie at 2-2 in the ACC with big boost support, not moving the needle for me. Transplant Texan, I can agree with it. Definitely got boost support down there at SMU. They got bags. Take donation to hit the jukebox with a sledgehammer and put towards NIL. Hey, Ty,
Here's the thing though, is they would put it to the foundation.
There you go.
It wouldn't go to the NIL.
Right. But I get where he's going. Shout out to Jay for tapping in with us. Arkansas football has to change within the eyes of the ones cut the checks. There you go. Until that happens, Arkansas football will continue to be a revolving door of nothingness and mediocrity. Hey, it's a shirt about some mediocrity, isn't it? Somewhere.
Oh wait.
Oh, you got it on.
I got it on tonight.
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about.
Got it in black this time. The other one was in gray.
Drop that link so they can pick that up. This is a great time to pick up some merch. You know what I'm saying? But JP, take Larry and throw. Yeah. Will, what are the odds of Hunter Yurachek getting let go?
We'll talk about it.
We will talk about it. But we got so many comments we want to tap in. Could Petrino serve as a bridge hire to a new AD?
New everything.
As long as you don't bring up Houston Nutt, that's rule number 2. Don't bring up John Gruden. Rule number 2 is don't bring up Houston Nutt. Like y'all gotta stop spinning the block on coaches. We the captain planet of college football. We love to recycle. Justin comment was like, no doubt about it. No, we might, that was fine. Justin.
We're caught up for now.
All right, caught up. So how do we want to go into the game? And let's go into
we can all just give our brief whatever thoughts on the game. It was bullshit.
Damn. Okay.
It was the team gave up. The game was bullshit. There was nothing in that game was remotely good. I mean, the first half, the running back had 4 touchdowns.
Correct.
4 touchdowns in the first half.
I'm a parlay.
Then in the second half, you came out and let their JV team score on you. So
can you be surprised or appalled when a second string quarterback came in from Memphis and carried a 400-pound lineman on his back? Side note, I did check his stats in the weight room off season. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does squat 400. Yeah, so he can carry 400 pounds back.
20 miles an hour.
There you go. There you go.
After the game, Pittman looked very defeated, dejected, rightfully so. It was hard to watch. The game was hard to watch, but then the second half, seeing the fans leave, and then the fourth quarter, seeing the stadium near empty, right there, I was just kind of like, this is done. And then to hear Sam in the press conference afterwards, it was even a step further than the I don't know responses, which, we all now know that there was a meeting after the game, and we all saw the outcome of that today. So it was one of those that I was skeptical that would happen today. I thought by the latest tomorrow, if we went through tomorrow and it didn't happen, then I thought they were prepared to ride it out for the season. But, it happened around noon today. So it is what it is. The game sucked. Sadly, that's what it took to get to where we are now. And it's what a lot of people have been calling for since last season.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So does that mean that Buster Gary was correct in all of his complaints?
I don't know. He posted some screenshot from 2022.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah. It was a little excessive. It's just now give me my flowers. I told you guys. Just hey man, shut the hell up.
It would have been better if it was an actual screenshot from 2 years ago, that he had saved. But I could tell by the screenshot because it showed the group picture and it was the new logo. So I was like, you just found that? If you had sat on that for 3 years, that would have been a little bit more. I would have applauded you then for your pettiness there.
Right.
But
Gotcha. All right, Mr. Hart. So, what was your take on what you saw and currently where we are as a program?
Well, I mean, we all saw it. They did quit. They gave up the rope just like they did last year or year before, I'm sorry, against Mississippi State years before. So it's kind of become a theme, if you will, with what's going on in our culture of the program. I think it was the right move. The only takeaway from the game was the only touchdown we had was an offensive lineman. And you would think that would have made the highlights, but you got Alabama lineman catching a pass and that's out, And it's just,
How do
it
you
sums up
describe him again?
He's a massive man. He's a massive man.
There you go.
But it was rough to watch. I quit watching about 3 minutes until halftime. I glance up. All right, they're going to go score, and next thing you know, they scored 3 touchdowns. In that little 3 minute span. The defense looks lost, to be honest with you. They are not in the right positions. They're still not giving effort, and I can only hope that with Bobby coming in, he's going to light a fire in their ass and make them start chasing the ball. I don't think they were going to get rid of T. Will when they went with Sam, because then you're starting to deplete your whole coaching staff and it's making it tougher on everybody else. So one had to go. Everybody knew it would be Sam. They just tried to keep him to save some money. And at some point you're going to start losing a lot more money with empty seats.
Yeah. Some of these comments you pulling up, and I appreciate you pulling up. We're going to have to spend a block on. This is going to be something that I get to in a minute. But my take on it. So I end up catching the replay, actually. End up watching the replay. And it was second quarter. Now, keep in mind, when you're a fan of a team and you're a realistic fan, you understand what you have. You understand what's a possibility. Just know I took Jeremiah Love on my parlay slip. Yeah, yeah, he balled out for me. Thank you, sir. I just knew it. I knew Taylor Green was going to get some rushing yards. It was what it was. But going right before halftime, I looked up. I was like, oh, damn, it's like third quarter. No, that was right before halftime. I'm like, they scored again? I'm like, damn, it was just, at this point, it was so disgusting to watch. It was so frustrating to watch. But watching number 3, whoever the hell you are, I hope you only played for a game so you can hit the portal. Yeah, get your ass
Larry
fired.
Worth.
Yeah, Larry Worth, get your ass. I don't know if you got somebody pregnant. Sir, I have no idea what's going on in your life. But get your shit together in another uniform, because this ain't it. That it. Every game, number 3 is chasing somebody.
And I will say that when I saw Kenai Walker back in the game, and he had got hurt in the Ole Miss, wasn't it? When I heard his name in the Notre Dame game, and then he got beat like 2 times after, I was just like I'm glad you're healthy. Right. I'm glad it wasn't that bad and whatnot. You only missed a week, but good Lord, like it's just. I would not be remiss if because now that you've lost your head coach. Transfer portal's open for 30 days for this team.
Let's talk about that. Mm-hmm. Let's definitely talk about that. Ojinga Carr hit me in DM and briefly discussed something about Xavier Sorey. And we talked about this the other week, and I said, is it possible somebody could, quote unquote, be injured and not play a game so that they could save their eligibility if this does happen? So this is a possibility that it could happen. Somebody like Cam Ball, who's not having the greatest season that we thought he would have, has an opportunity to rearrange, gain another season, swap.
Past if they've played in 4 games, they don't get to redshirt.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
so you can transfer, but you've got to have eligibility. So if you've played in 4 or more than 4 games, which now are our 5th, then you're not going to be able to get a red shirt.
Gotcha.
So really, this is only going to go for people that have been injured or people that are just further down the depth chart.
Yep. Yeah. So Monte, he can get another.
I mean, granted, he's 30-year-old sophomore, but if he wants to transfer somewhere, he'll have a medical red shirt for this season, so he can play until he's 35.
Damn. Okay. So looking at how it plays out. This happens every time we go through this scenario in regards to a coach leaving, where It's pretty much the same thing. You have these delusional fans who throw these names out here who don't understand the dynamics of college football, the ins and outs of the athletic department, the people who write the checks and the power that they have, the AD who has a decision to make as well. I will tell you this now, and I will tell you early, and I will tell you often. The first name is never going to be the guy. The first guy is never the guy. So whoever is on the top of your list, he is not coming. It's just not happening. It's so Arkansas that I could see us saying, okay, Bob Petrino could make some out of the season, possibly win 5, maybe 6 games. And then all of a sudden you say, well, I mean, he got us this far. We might as well just keep him. The mentality is so piss poor to me, just because I think some fans, including myself, we just want more out of any situation. And I try to relate this because I know a lot of people didn't play sports. But let's just look at a situation where you're dating somebody, right? You dated somebody. Hey, they're a great person. They have a great personality, right? They're really good with your family. Your family likes them, but they don't do that thing that you like the last girl did or the last guy did. You see what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Like, it's good. It's okay to have a human aspect of it where you have compassion for somebody, but they just may not be the person for you long term. Is what I'm saying. So it's just like, how long are you gonna keep doing this? How long are you gonna keep staying at a job where you recognize, hey, this guy over here doesn't work as hard as I do, even though I don't want him to lose his job. At the same time, we need to replace him with somebody better. Maybe he can find another job in the company. But this was not the job for Sam Pittman. He was named the offensive line guru. I didn't see anybody that was guru-ish on the offensive line. I think they put together some players. I felt like he waited to year 6 and year 5 to say, hey, I'm going to work with the offensive lineman. Sir, that's your so-called specialty. How it take you so long to figure it out, I don't know. It makes me wonder what's going to happen with the staff. What's going to be the next move with the staff? I do understand people saying, well, the offense is the only thing that's competent and that's flourishing. So let's keep Bob Petrino and keep the offense going, which keeps KJ Jackson in the fold. And, I get that part of it. And just saying, just wipe the whole defense. I understand all that. I get it. But we have to be realistic in our expectations of what we want based upon what we've seen previously. Like, if we really understand our history as a program, then we have to understand what could possibly be going forward. So just looking at it, it's going to be interesting to see how we play this out. There will be a lot of I seen a flight going from here to there, and I seen somebody have a meeting and somebody called an Uber, and it's going to be a lot of foolishness. I get it. It's just basically talk. It's misinformation season, as we talked about in the group text. This is going to be a situation where some people will go straight to X, Facebook, and put breaking and repost something that they seen somewhere else. What you got there, sir?
I mean, I have all the tail numbers of all the planes for the university pilots.
Right.
So,
but somebody will not have any sources and just repost stuff just for the sake of misinformation. We live in a world right now where misinformation is king. And just because it makes you feel good about the situation, then you're going to ride with it, regardless of how true or not it is. So I just hope that we can actually take a step back, take a breather, let the season play out with the current players that want to be here, the coaches that want to be here and give their all. Because at this point, if you're a coach or a player, this is an audition. You auditioning. So whether you want to hit the portal or you want to stay, you are auditioning for somebody else to see what you can put on the field. So it's going to be interesting to see what this looks like going forward with Bob Petrino at the helm. I'm glad part of this is I'm glad that Bob Petrino will be back on the sideline so he can cuss people out. I'm excited about that. Braylon Russell's dad. Yeah, he'll cuss your ass out too, sir. So you got to chill, right? Bob Petrino is not Coach Pittman. You can't try it. So it is what it is. I'm excited to see what this is going to bring. Expectations aren't high going forward. At the same time, I just want to see if we actually go through a thorough process and find a legitimate, proven head coach already. We will get into suggestions or guys that's possibly on the list. We'll get into all that in a few. But that's just what my little 2 cents is in regards to what this looks like going forward. What you got, Adam?
Oh, not as much as that. No, it's just one of those things that I think that, Bobby's the interim. Yes, he can make staff changes if needed. I don't think this is a situation that, unless things have just completely gone off the rails. That what I'm getting at is I think Travis Williams stays for the time being. And yes, this is a interview for Coach Petrino. I personally do not want Bobby Petrino to be the permanent head coach because, like we've talked about, it's just that it doesn't work out when we have these former coaches come back in whatever capacity. I personally don't think that Bobby Petrino has the same fire that he once had, and that's no shot at him. He has a lot more grace now.
Absolutely.
I'm just ready for a completely overhaul, new everything.
Yep.
And that starts with the AD. I don't know what's going to happen first, whether it's a new head coach or a new AD. Hunter Yurchek's contract is up in December, and it's one of those things that I don't see him coming back from it. So then you get into the situation: are we having a coaching search without an AD? It's a strong possibility.
Done it before.
I think that if Bobby Petrino ends up being the permanent head coach, I think it's because you whiffed on the coaching search. I think that he is the fallback. I think that he is the safety net.
Yes. Right.
So I don't think that he's necessarily the first pick. It's who can we get? What name can we get? Whatever. And Coach Petrino is here if that person doesn't show themselves. So really, it's going to go down to, we know you're going to have to throw money at a coach. I'm tired of the up and comers that we keep talking about, but either go somewhere else or are still at those respective schools. Cause GJ Kinney was one of those 2 years ago. He's still at Texas State. I know people have thrown out John Summerall at Tulane. I don't think it'll happen. Obviously Rhett Lashley has been at the top of the list for a while. I think we've been talking about his name for the last year in these different searches. So I think that AD and head coach, especially the athletic director, whether it's a NFL GM, whether it's somebody with whatever professional sporting capacity, I think your athletic director needs to come from a professional league just because of where NIL and transfer portal is. They understand that better than the current ADs that we have. You also have to be willing to fundraise. Here's the thing, though. You have all been talking about NIL, and Sam Pittman doesn't have NIL, lack of NIL, and we've said fuck all that, and I'm still on that. But we heard that hey, these boosters don't want to donate while it's Pittman. They're waiting for a new coach. They're waiting for this. They're waiting for that. Well, guess what? We're about to have a new coach, so now it's going to be put your money where your mouth is, and you've got a new coach. So either contribute to NIL or stop fucking talking about it. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think a decision is going to be made until December. So we've got 3 more months of speculation.
Yeah.
Yield my time.
Yep.
And I've heard that they really want to go after somebody experienced. It's usually when you have one type of coach, the next coach is going to be complete opposite. If you have an offensive minded coach, a lot of times you'll go to defense. Or that's what people will want. If you have an inexperienced, you want experience. If you have an experienced one that's kind of gotten older, you want a young up-and-comer. So I feel like, from what I've been told, they're wanting somebody that's experienced. So that's why I think you started seeing Dan Mullen popping up and stuff like that, which is something name we threw out there a while back. But I just, with the Petrino thing, I agree with you completely. I think it's an interim thing. He does want the job. We've known that, but I think the time has passed. He's not big into recruiting. We know how the defense has been when he was the head coach. So exactly. It's misinformation season. So be prepared and buckle up.
Yeah. All right. Do we want to go ahead and give me some comments real quick?
Some comments.
Then we'll dive into this list real quick. We interrupted this program for the Razorback raffle report with 450,000 total jackpot. It ranks 4th out of 5th total raffles. Whoop whoop. Okay. Hey man, y'all wilding on these comments. I love it. I channel my AF. Yeah. Hey, you went in, Justin. I ain't gonna lie. Brian, Only so many ways you can describe an ass whooping. No doubt about it. Mike, people need to understand Petrino has had to use his entire playbook just to stay in the game. That's on film. I look at 2 week preparations. That would be better offense. Defense, good luck. And Tennessee can score points with anybody. So this could easily be a shootout because we can't stop Tennessee. I don't give a damn who is the coach. Texas Tech AD available. He gets NIL, no doubt. Ty, that's a great comment.
He's got that
I
oil and
think
gas
that
money
he is so
coming.
looped in with that part. But see, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's certain situations, and I understand where I'm from the city of Little Rock, West University of Arkansas. When you stay in smaller towns, your mentality conforms to the town that you're in. And let's just say, I don't know the numbers of the people, but when you go from a small city in Arkansas and go to a larger city, then you get a chance to get exposed to different things. And some things that you're not privy to and you just oblivious to. And I feel like that's what's going on at the athletic department. It seems like we don't understand big business. We don't understand how this really works. Texas A&M, Lubbock is not that huge. But like I said, you have a booster who is willing to donate his funds and make sure that his university that he cares about is making strides. He definitely did last year. I think the young lady that was on the softball team, she transferred in. She's the highest paid NIL female in softball.
Oh yeah, $1 million
Maybe in all
pitcher.
of women's. That's what I'm saying. Like, he gets it. As Ty said, Shannon with the comment, the kicker was the player of the game. That says all you need to know. Yeah. You got some experience, JP. They need to go get the boosters together in one room and get them all on the same page for the head coach. I agree with that. And put all the money behind him so that there's no question on who they can get to play. I'm with that, JP. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they can all agree on someone or a small list that makes sense. What else you got, sir?
I'm trying to find my spot. Who knows? We'll just start.
Transplant Tech. The fall camp Kool-Aid served up to the fans was indeed a poison punch. Rat poison. Yeah.
Told you it's hype season. That's all they do. They're taller. They're faster.
Running 22 miles per hour. Yeah, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
How does your escaping responsibility for the last 6 years?
Because you're
Muscleman.
Well,
and
you're in the black every season. You're into revenue, so and you get the top 11 in the Directors Cup every year.
Correct. We know football brings in all of the money, majority of the money, but at the same time, other sports are winning. Buster, a legend in his own mind. Ty, well, I'm rocking with you tonight, Ty. I'll usually rock with you, but you going in. Brian, if they had rolled it out for the season, fans would have said you're shake run over. And it wouldn't have been a mistake this time like it was with Justin. Defense needs Dora to explore in the map. This is hilarious. I'm glad you guys have personality. You have a sense of humor about what's going on because you can't take this to heart. You just can't. You'll drive yourself crazy, man. I'm the map. You know, I got a kid I was doing that. Disgusting to watch and also predictable. Yeah, Matt, that's definitely what was going on when we watched the film. Kent Kidd. I think that's my boy Kent I went to school with. Shout out to Kent for tapping in on YouTube. Only fan base that blames the AD for where our football program is as a program. Spoke the truth about the football program that has not won a national championship in 6 years. Overall, athletic program is good. Overall, yes.
But I mean,
the largest revenue.
He did speak on where Arkansas's football program is at, and he was honest. Like, that wasn't the issue, that he was honest about it. The issue is the glaring reflection on himself that this is your job. It starts with you. You're the reason that it's, I mean, yes, the head coach is debating, but you hired the head coach. You don't go out and fundraise NIL. You don't want to do it. It's one of those things that it starts with you. We change. You let Sam Pittman change everything else when it came to coordinators. We've cycled through, a couple of each on both sides of the ball. We've cycled through players.
Mm-hmm.
The common denominator has been the head coach this entire time. And we're still sitting here twiddling our thumbs. So, I mean, ultimately, it falls back on Hunter Yurachek.
I can dig it. Ty, the players giving up doesn't decrease their NIL value. Nothing will. Yeah. Jamie Chilwell. Jamie, you ain't been on in a minute. Appreciate you jumping in. Regardless of how Pittman's time ended here, he did bring us out of some of the mess. Chad Morris put the program in. Absolutely. And I think you have to be thankful for what he did, especially when you turn around. I think that second season they got 8 wins. So we definitely thought it was promise behind that. But I felt like every single year that he started the season, he was behind on a major issue that could help propel his team, whether it was buying in the NIL, whether it was working with the offensive line, whether it was tackling during off-season practice, like little stuff like that. That shit added up, and it ended up being his demise overall. So I definitely get that. Or just swapping out coaches every year, every other year. It was crazy. The bot gave a rubber stamp to Hunter Yurachek's vision of mediocrity for the football program. The message is clear. The bot values dollars and cents over wins. And there was no misunderstanding there. Got it?
See, and that's like one of my big issues with it. I mean, I agree with it, but it's like, hey, if your football team's good, you're going to bring in more revenue. So it's just like one of those that I just never understood that, like why we didn't want to try to attack on that, because it's just like if the football program is good, everything else gains from it.
Correct. Jake, can we finally admit every position of coaches raved about during the offseason on the defense is downright pathetic? I think at the end of the day, looking back at it, I don't even recall Deke Adams doing a personal press conference. I'm sure he did. But they talked about, I wouldn't say rant and rave. They talked about they were impressed with the linebacking core just because they were returning players. In the secondary, you had young players that have length and size. So I think that was the upside of it. They all knew the defensive line didn't have any depth. No, I did, because I knew if I said that, what would happen. Your finger's next to the button. Very clear how this works. But I feel like I said, looking back at that game, 14-10, that was the closest you was gonna ever get in that game. It was over with. So knowing that you don't have enough players to give guys a breather, that's the main problem. Having some guys behind you that can actually say, hey, if this guy goes down, we can actually bring in a number 2 guy. He can actually maintain that starting spot. That's when you have when you can have competition during the season and outside of the season that guys can take a spot. That's when you actually win as a program. The game early,
This game early of when Tarleton State came in and curb stomped UCA.
Oh, see, you in Conway. You know all about that. Rodney, where can they go in the portal at this time? Aren't most rosters locked, for lack of a better word, back a phrase? Probably have to pull a kudos.
Yeah, but they can enter the portal and then they can be in contact with teams.
Yeah.
Basically preparing for January when the portal season opens. When everybody hits it and starts going places.
So let me discuss this real quick. So let's just say a player does it, right? That means they're currently still enrolled as a student, even though they hit the portal athletically. Is that correct?
Yeah, they're still enrolled in school.
Right. So that means they can use all the facilities and go to the dining hall and all that and be a student. They just not on
still
the field,
on scholarship. So
as an athlete. Right. So you mean to tell me you're gonna go to the weight room of the team that you play for, work out, get stronger, faster?
But I bet there's some rules to that where it's like, hey, you're gonna have to go work out like in the hyper or at the gym on your own. You're not coming to our facilities. The more awkward part would be like,
it's got to be something.
You know, if you're rooming with a guy that's like still on the team.
I didn't consider that. You're right. You be like, oh, so you had to go to practice today? Oh, that what's up? I just went to class. No big deal. Ty, the players give it up. Yeah, we got that, Ty. I mean, Adam, you pulled it up twice.
Yeah,
no big deal.
You know.
Yeah, we got that one. Yeah. You just pushing buttons. Sorry, missed the game. Did Cam Ball? That's the same thing I was asking. Did Cam Ball actually miss a game to where he can maneuver
I think he's
himself
played in
out
all
of the
5
situation
games.
and then now he just didn't record any damn stats in like one of the games. That's
what it was. You know, 1 tackle, no
Kool-Aid.
stats.
Yep, same thing. Crutchfield fixing the transfer. Might as well. You wasn't playing with the regular. Yeah. Whatever you needed, whatever the offensive lineman talked to you about that made you pull yourself up by the bootstraps. If you didn't have that in the offseason, then you won't have it now. So you can transfer again if you like, because you're not even beating these. Lee, checking us out on YouTube. You might as well keep BPC until we have to see. That's what I'm saying. That you might as well. The mentality of settling is what I don't get. Like, I guess what I'm saying is to a person that's watching, like, do you settle in your everyday life? Do you settle for what you want your family to have? Do you settle on what you want your kids to have in school or the best school to provide? Do you settle in a vehicle that you buy for your teenager? Do you settle for a position at a job just because it's there? Like, you don't settle. So why would you feel like it's comfortable for a team that you root for that has way more money than you ever have in your life? When they can make power decisions, why would they settle? Why are we allowing them to settle? That's the problem.
A lot of people, though, they settle, though.
Are allowing this. That's a harsh reality. That's a harsh reality. A lot of people don't have that get up and get it about themselves. So they just settle in life. So they feel like if they do it, everybody else will. Transplant Texas says Pittman was given a pink slip because you can't escape a Notre Dame whooping on national TV. No, you can't. Even when announcers are playing, I didn't see the last part, but it's all good. But they were playing in your face before the nation. Yeah. The announcers in this game, like, you had to put it on mute at some point. It was crazy. Like, you guys should be happy. Sam Pittman did this. And, it's like, who do you think we are? Arkansas is not a charity case. It's not. What you call a blue light special? Not. Arkansas is not a charity case. You're an SEC program, and you have championships in other sports, but you don't have it in football unless you're talking about Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson. That's it. Brian, we have 2 wins and are projected to lose out. That's the same as when Morris left. Yeah. But we need an overhaul. We need an overhaul at this point. I would like a whole new situation. What my man is trying to say is stop selling. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Stop selling. Like, stop being a bitch. Like, you just weak. It's a weak mentality. And I just do it personally.
I think that you're going to have to, we've talked about it before. They keep talking about, we're going to pay for this. No. So Lane Kiffin, and I'm just using him as the example. He makes $9 million at Ole Miss. He's the 10th highest paid head coach in college football. You're going to have to go spend $9 to $10 million and not just sit there and think like, we're going to try to get somebody for $7 million because Pittman was making $6 million. Like, that, stop that shit. You're going to have to look at what these guys are making and say, okay, we're going to go pay somebody $9 to $10 million, or you're not serious about competing in the SEC.
Yeah. To get a legitimate, accomplished head coach. I do want to say this, and you can keep rolling the comments. My question to you guys is, and anybody that's watching, you can tap in. Are you guys comfortable with getting someone who isn't a current head coach, or would you prefer a head coach? Because there are some great assistants, there are some OCs and DCs out there. Does he have to be a head coach that's already proven at a university, or are you okay with if they go with someone that's a coordinator or a position coach?
I don't want to do a coordinator or position coach again.
Okay.
We've seen it. And I think that you go for somebody who has head coaching experience, because I don't want to deal with this. Okay, we got this former coordinator, this former position coach, but then we're bringing in this former head coach as a coordinator to like help work it. No, Fuck all that. We've done it. We've already done that. So go get somebody who knows what they're doing at that level of being a head coach.
Surprised nobody's
The
brought
rule
up
is not
Nick
a box
Saban.
to be checked. Because I think, I once again, when you settle, because I feel like that's a lot of mentality, like, and it's pissing me off, to be honest with you. When you settle, you don't even reach that high. Okay, let me give y'all an example. We're all adults watching. Remember when you were in school? Remember you were in high school, junior high, middle school, and you was getting ready to go to the prom? Like, if you weren't already currently dating somebody and you needed a date, you would probably try to go for somebody that's appealing to the eye, somebody who is accomplished at the school, popular, etc. You won't even go for them because you're so used to settling. You're going to go for whoever just, well, she sit next to me and let me share her homework, so I'm going to ask her. Stop being a bitch in life. Shoot for the stars. Swing for the fences. Why not go for the best? I just don't understand why you would settle. Go for the pretty girl and take her to the dance. Stop taking the booger wolf that don't nobody want and just going with her and take a picture because her dad goes to church with you. Like, you got to stop this shit. It's ridiculous, to be honest with you. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Do we want to get into some of these names?
I mean,
You can throw some out there, yeah.
Wait, I've got something new.
You do. Roll it.
It's time for some hog news.
All right, let's get into it, guys. Let's get into the hog news. I like this. I like it.
All right. Well, everybody knows 1A pretty much at this point is Rhett Lashley. That's what everybody's aiming for. You got a lot of booster connections, and even some are saying that Jerry Jones is pushing for him to get the job. So I pretty much say he's 1A until he turns it down. There's rumors that he's not interested in the job. I haven't heard that. I heard the complete opposite, that his family and him are interested in coming back to Arkansas. And if that did happen, we could even have a former player come back, possibly with him. But right now, he's the number one on the list, and I can just give you a couple other names just to throw them out there that we've thrown out before. Jeff Traylor, Barry Odom, of course, Bobby Petrino, which I feel like is a backup option. You got Dan Mullen, who we talked about a lot last week with his situation at UNLV. You got Kane Womack at South Alabama, GJ Kinney at Texas State, and some new names that you see national media throwing out. Alex Golish at USC. I just don't know about that one. Kenny Dillingham at Arizona State, maybe. But I just feel like these guys are lower on the list. And then John Summerall at Tulane. That's another one that I've seen thrown out. But really, I think it's all in on Lashley and then somewhat of a scramble drill after that on who you can get interest. Because last time we didn't have a lot of takers. Pittman was like number 8 or number 10 on the list. So, and there was people saying they wouldn't touch us with the 10-foot pole and whatnot. So you do have those situations that you have to overcome. But I feel like our program is in a lot better state than we were last time. And I feel like and well, I'm saying that because we went to a bowl and stuff like that. Yeah, we may finish bad, but it's better than 2-10 back to back.
The fact that you just said is better than 2-10, that's how far that's where we are as a program. Like, it's sad. It's really sad to be in a situation. And I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of fans, we are really passionate about the Razorbacks and we want them to do well. It's got to come to a point to where you have to move the needle forward, get outside of that box of thought process that you've been doing for years. That's only garnered you 7-8 wins. Like, you have to start thinking along the lines of, we have to compete for an SEC championship. That needs to be the first goal set. Like, let's not SEC, let's compete in the SEC, right? It used to be just compete in the West. And if we compete in the West, then we have a chance. But you have to compete in the West. You have to be able to recruit. You have to understand the landscape of college football in regards to NIL, revenue sharing. You have to have boosters and sponsors who are willing to write checks because they support your vision and they want you here as a representation of the university. So those things have to come into play. in order for us to be successful. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I said, somebody made a comment earlier about what Pittman did contribute to the university, as far as what Mr. Hammer down in the left lane left us with. He's still a piece of shit. I like his son at Virginia though. I do like him. Still getting paid. We paying coaches million not to coach. That's what we had. We still got coaches on payroll. That ain't been.
If you're wanting to pay $9 and $10 million for the next head coach, we're going to be paying a lot more than $9 million or $10 million as a buyout to the
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Yeah, put a cord in your ass. You played yourself.
Well, as long as you don't do a Jimbo Fisher $70 million buyout.
The language has to be correct in the buyout. Shout out to Jimmy Sexton. Hey, he is a pimp and a gangster. I don't know how he keeps getting his clientele and working up these contracts, but he is setting. If I was ever in this arena, I would definitely hire him as my agent because he gets.
If I was whoever board of trustees who's going to be looking for a coach, I'd go to Jimmy Sexton and be like, "Who you got available?"
Now, at this point, just go straight to the source. He the plug. It just makes sense. Who do you got? What are your stipulations? How can we make this happen for sure? Makes most sense at this point. But yeah, $100 check. I don't know what you're gonna do, sir. I don't know what the board of trustees is gonna do. The people who write the big boy checks, it's gonna be interesting where they stand on this. With the Calipari here, I think we have to go after a big, well-established coach at this point. Yeah, no doubt about it, Matt. We have to go to a proven coach. I don't like what's your boy at Clemson name? That Porter like. I don't like his ass.
No, I mean you won't buy into NIL or transfer portal and look at where it's got you.
Right. So I don't, and that's the part I don't like about him most. We need to get somebody who understands the landscape and willing to take Arkansas to another level. Jesse Mentor was the defense coordinator under Harbaugh when they won a Natty. Now defense coordinator for the Chargers. He has Arkansas ties. He's a young guy that has a proven defense. Just my opinion. Ryan, not mad at that comment. Definitely appreciate that. Arkansas really doesn't have NIL problem. They have a leadership problem, including the AD. Great stand, Scott. Justin, oh wow, we have to play defense in 2 weeks against Tennessee. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, if you know, you know. Yeah, you definitely got to play defense against Tennessee. Right, rebuttal to Ryan. Pretty sure his name will be mentioned for NFL head coach positions this offseason. Ojinga with the comment, you need a huge ego booster that cares about football, like Tyson did about basketball. No? Yeah.
And I'm going to say this, because I saw this a lot in the comments in Hog Talk. Your AD, your coach, whatever, as much as we all, love the state of Arkansas, we need to stop having this mentality that they have to have these strong, deep Arkansas ties.
Yeah, cut that shit.
I'm tired of hearing it because look at where it's got us. Get somebody that understands the business of football. Get somebody that understands players in general, that understands how this all works, and you'll get the players to come here.
Correct.
Like I get, what you want all these things for like the state of Arkansas and this, that, and the other. But as it stands right now, like just sitting here focusing on like, oh, they've got to have this and they've got to have this. Why? We are right here in this spot for these reasons.
Yep. It's that comfort zone. At this point, I think people are willing to dig up Frank Broyles. God rest his dead. Go get Frank. Frank was the one who did it. Bring back Frank. Put Houston in place. Make Miles on the offensive coordinator. You got to stop this shit. We don't even invest in high school football. This is why recruits go elsewhere, and we don't have 5-star recruits.
Didn't learn from last time.
That's what I'm saying. Just did.
So we didn't learn.
You did. That's all I'm saying. Logan, I'm just tired of all the merry-go-round BS every 3 to 5 years. Get some balls and hire a guy that wants to be here and give up the NIL money in order to be competitive instead of crying about it. That's all we're saying. Some of us are just tired of the woe is me. Arkansas is not a charity case. Like, we have money in the backyard. we can get it done right with the right person and the support that they have for the people who write the checks. It's just got to be done right this time. Take your time, make a sound decision. Make sure the people who write these checks are on board with what's going on. Athletic director, head coach, etc. We need to understand the landscape of the SEC. At this point, the landscape of college football. Like when it comes to NIL, revenue sharing, the playoff, all this. This is no longer your granddad's football on Saturday. This is a business at this point. And we need to get somebody who understands business, who understands relationships with players, who understands family, who understands the importance of former players who contribute to the university and put it on the map. We need to understand all that. And we need to understand what it is to put a fence around the state and keep the quality players that you want in state to stay here. Yeah, some of the dudes. And let's be clear. I know it. Yeah. Let's be clear. Some of these young men that's in high school, I'm gonna be honest with you, sir, young sir. A 3-star player from the state of Texas, South Texas, East Texas, South Louisiana, they are better than you at the highest level of Arkansas football, talent-wise. Yeah, it's plus you get more exposure. You play against better competition. I know some teams are playing teams, but still, it's just to be able to see these guys be able to flourish. You have to invest and be in the grassroots situation where you can invest in guys in high school and put out quality talent in the state. So we need that. We need to keep those guys. Hart, what you got real quick before I get the comment?
I pretty much agree with all that. We got a lot we got to fix around there. Here's another thing that people have been talking about. When we had, as far as the game day experience and everything, we had Lou Holtz there. They brought him on the field 20 minutes before kickoff to honor him. What sense does that make?
Right.
It's the whole program, the whole game day experience, everything with the program needs a facelift.
Yeah.
Not the facilities necessarily. The whole program needs a facelift.
And the whole Hogtown thing is just kind of played out too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All these, and I understand it's an older generation that's cut these checks, so it's no disrespect. But I think you have to understand that when you watch major programs across the country, you have to understand these young people pump their energy into the program. And you have to create an experience where young people can want to be a part of the experience, where they want to be a part of the hall walk. They want to be a part of the student section because it's a vibe. It just needs to be a different environment. And I don't know how they do that. I don't know who's in charge of making that happen. But at some point, we got to get out of this whole, because this is why people come here as recruits and be like, oh, people walking around barefooted and there's cows everywhere. But this is what you put out there for people to see. Sit them out there with senior citizens at the catfish hole and fucking eat hush puppies. Like, you're not getting 5 stars with that shit. Jamie, one coach won't always pull a program out of the dumpster fire. Some gets help get it better. Sam did that. Sam did that. Can a program always fall back? Absolutely. Not sure how you don't, or won't understand it. Okay. Commas. Mike, I just understand €100 check didn't have a damn thing to do with getting the gold crap. The gold crap is ridiculous, and you can't raise money or pick coaches. Okay. DP, we need Mike Tomlin. See what I'm saying? We don't need Mike Tomlin. And you being funny. We don't need Mike Tomlin. We don't. He's doing just fine where he's at.
What about Omar Epps?
Yeah, the Ravens lost. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the fuck going on in still a country when the Ravens keep losing. That's what you worry about, sir. I wish I had my guy on here so he can put some Raven memes up on your ass. But it is what it is. Can we get a speed rating on how fast Pittman ran out the door holding his mitt? Hey, 22 miles per hour, I'm sure.
You know, I will say, though, is we all know that, you know, if he does end up like fully retiring like he said he would here and all that stuff, he's going to be treated well.
Absolutely.
You know,
I don't.
It's one of those that he's a good guy. It wasn't the right fit. He's not a head coach, but he's a good coach.
I think it was the right fit momentarily, but you can't hire somebody and say we only gonna have you here for 3 years as a stopgap, and then hire somebody else. So I get it. You know, at one point when Pittman came down this second contract, he was like, "Oh shucks, I don't know how much it is." Like he really was on that until Jimmy Sexton was like, "Look, we're gonna get you paid, big fella." Yeah, so you and Jamie can go down to the lake and hey, have some cold beers and do your thing. This podcast has the best comments, no fucking doubt about it. Transplant Texan, and you got to pull up my boy comment before we get up out of here. Y'all should let Alex. You know what, South Florida? I thought about that. South Florida, you can get some Florida recruiting. So I do like that as well. Yeah, we're not talking about Gus Malzahn. Def has been an issue for Hog all the way back to Nut Days. Yeah. But at least back then in Houston Nut Days, he had some quality guys on the defensive line. Jay Johnson, I don't know what the big draw is on Deke. Yeah, Deke out. Oh, this may be interesting. He hasn't built depth since he's been here. And when he's had an opportunity, he's let it slip through his fingers. Could that possibly be Mr. JJ? Could that be what he's seeking on? Let it slip through his fingers? Interesting. I get where you're coming from, though, Jay. Fan transfer portal is constantly open. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, we're going to watch this season, see how it plays out. I think more than anything for me, I'm just interested to figure out what players stay, what players go. I feel like you keep the offense together, especially with KJ Jackson going forward. So that'll be interesting to see what happens with Bob Petrino being the interim. If Sawyer isn't hurt, then he needs to go. He has been playing 100. He has not been playing 100%. This is true. And we don't know. I don't know if we ever know. Travis Choke Williams. Damn, he made a whole damn name on it. You sell for what you got. If you ain't got the money for it, you can't go get what you can't afford. I can dig it. Realistic option 26. Dan Mullen, one SEC, knows the recruiting base, currently 4-0 at UNLV. I ain't mad at that.
He was 31-9 at Florida, I want to say.
Yeah, I'm not
He's
mad
got
at that.
Urban Meyer's son-in-law.
Anthony, you're going to have to pay 8 to 10, yeah, and give 5 to 7 for the staff, no doubt about it. Those are realistic numbers for winning programs. Programs who are serious about winning in college football, no doubt about it. So I was going to say just for funnies, Barry Lundy Jr. Wait a minute. I thought about this too, and Adam already told me no. Oh, hey,
Earlier,
Christy.
we're not spinning the block.
Hey, Miss Christy, how you doing? It's good to see you. Adam told you no, huh? All right, Johnny Jones, y'all mindset will change when Bobby pulls 5 upsets with this team. No, the fuck you. The people who, this is the thing, sir. I have to calm down. Because the people who feel that way, they're already setting their minds they want Bobby Petrino as the head coach. And they're okay with spinning the block on the same coach you've already had here. And this is what's amazing about me, and I won't go too far outside of sports. It's amazing that when people do things or things happen and it's an embarrassment or it's a bad light shined on it, and then all of a sudden you're willing to forgive people just for the sake of filling the void. It's interesting. It's interesting to me. That's all it is. No shade to you on that. Anthony, I'll take a shot at Schumer at Georgia. We're going to go get 2 coaches from Georgia in a minute, ain't we? Baseball and football. No recycled coaches. Thank you. I don't need no recycled coach. I'm done with it. 2 weeks. Yeah. But see, this is my thing, and I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to talk about this before. If Bobby Petrino goes to Tennessee and it looks similar to Notre Dame, then what? Y'all want to get rid of Bobby in 2 weeks? Of course you will. I already know how this goes, so I'm not moved. What I learned today: Hog fans like Booger Wolves. No doubt. Don't want red. A lot of people don't. Yeah. DP is giving the Tennessee pregame speech. Somebody got to do it. I haven't seen anything passionate in the pregame locker room, and I don't know how long. If Jerry Jones, is pushing for him to tell Jerry, okay, you want Lashley? I got you. You took it off the screen.
Yeah, because I'm going to lead it that to this because, yeah, we hear like, oh, Jerry's pushing for this, Jerry's pushing for that. Guess what?
Chad Morris.
Jerry Jones hadn't won a fucking Super Bowl since 1996, and look at his coach, his decisions as a general manager for the Dallas Cowboys since.
The last time the Cowboys were in the Super Bowl, you was familiar with the phrase "be kind and rewind." You can rent that
And
bitch.
Speaking on that, going to the next level, if you would like to go get Super Bowl highlights from the last Cowboys Super Bowl, it's on eBay for $8.
eBay. Hey man, it's a great time. It's a great time to be alive. It's a great time to be a Razorback fan. I'm glad we're seeing a lot of compassion. I was gonna say something about one of the people who are highly visible in Hog Sports on like podcasts. He made a passionate little speech, and I salute him. It was a lot of people who were hitting the like and all that good stuff. He's saying a lot of what the fans want to hear. I definitely appreciate his take on it. I won't say his name here. But it is what it is. And at the end of the day, guess what? Hog HQ Live is the best damn podcast of Razorback Sports on the internet. And that's on God, period. Yeah. Anything else we got before we get up out of here, guys?
I was trying to circle back and find the comment from earlier, but
Coach Pittman. Cole Beer. It's Coach Pittman. And I wanted Coach Pittman. I just want to make sure I'm clear. Like people ask me when after Chad Morris, hey, who you think be? Sam Pittman. He wanted to be here. Nobody wanted this job. Sam Pittman wanted to be here. And I said his name first and didn't wave off that at all. Because in that moment, that's what we needed. We needed somebody who wanted to be here. And he was the main guy. I never knew what it would look like. I would hope that the offensive line would look similar to when Bielema was here. But it was not. So at the same time, I feel like in that very short moment, he was the guy. The defense should have went to Premium Supply to fix the damn defense. Promo code damn body. Hey man, that's going down the archives, brother. I swear. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Anything we're missing? I do know we got a QR code before we get up out of here. And you can explain that.
So yeah, if you want an easy access to our YouTube, it takes you straight to it. And some of you are probably wondering, how do I do that? You can take a screenshot, and then when that's in your gallery, you can press it like long hold, press it, and most of your phones will then pop up a link, and then that'll take you straight to it.
Now let me ask you this: is that a Android thing? Is that an iPhone thing?
Your iPhone can do it too.
No. You shouldn't say it like that. The iPhone can do it automatically. Can the Android do it?
Yeah. Would you like me to show you while we're sitting here talking?
I don't want to see your tablet of a phone. I don't. I'm good on it.
Why?
Look, guys, my phone, it folds out into a tablet. Like, when I tell y'all Adam is a trip. Shout out, Rob, while you look at that heart. Happy Son's Day. Yeah. Seen your mom posted the picture. Yeah, when you was younger. Oh yeah, it was hilarious.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's some. Oh god.
Where are you at? You see the QR code?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hold it. And then a link pops up.
We can't see it, sir. Can you bring? Oh, there. Oh, okay.
And then I can click open link, and it's going to take me straight to our YouTube.
Get a full tutorial on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You're a hell of a dude.
Where's the featured section?
Hey man, my brother, my brother talked to me last week. Was like, man, I tried to catch y'all on the podcast, but I can't even see it in the group. I was like, it's in the feature section. Jamie Tidwell, I'm gonna check out what you sent me in a minute. You just sent me something, and I'm checking out in a minute. But if I click on it now, old cold beer. Gotcha. If I check it out now, I probably won't be on the screen as I'm viewing this live. We've been nursing the beer. Hey, just going in, I swear. Rodney, Adam, tell me how you really feel about Jerry. I share your opinion though. And
I don't think I have the video in here. Well, there's a glory hole video out there that yeah, I'm not gonna look for that, but You know.
Oh man.
It's one of those things.
100 times. I have watched a couple different podcasts. Y'all are by far my favorite. We appreciate you, Hunter, man. Hit that like, guys. Y'all still watching? Hit that like button. Hit the heart button. Whatever platform you're watching on. We just enjoy doing this. We enjoy being for the people. Like I said, we don't do this thing just for, you know what I'm saying, notoriety or whatnot. We appreciate what we do and we like it. We don't agree on everything, which is why this is exciting to do. Gotta be the VCR to gotta buy the VCR to watch. You try to watch the Cowboy. Hey, no doubt about it. Please be kind of rewind. Blockbuster. Derek, my kids are learning all sorts of new words tonight. Sorry.
Hey, I will say in our intro, there is a warning.
It is.
And if there's a problem, contact Human Resources. His name is Porter Hayes.
There you go. There you go. There, well, we apologize for that. But yeah, we definitely enjoy what we do, man, and we try to have fun with this. Trying to take it too seriously, but at the same time, we want to definitely break down each topic that pertains to the Razorbacks and give you guys insight and hear what you guys' thoughts are, your opinions and your comments, which is why we definitely chime in with the comment section, because if you guys don't support us with these comments and check it out and hit the like button and sharing this content, it never gets to people who really want to see it, who really want to have real discussions about Razorback sports. So we definitely appreciate what you guys do. And if you're new here, because once again, the last couple of weeks, the people who ask for approvals to be in the group is huge. Every day, it's just new people. And like I say, we love when we see invited by, and it says 9 in the group or 12 in the group. I'm like, okay, so they sending all their people over here to check us out. So we definitely appreciate that, man. Definitely appreciate all the support, the love that you guys give us. Is there anything I'm missing before we get up out of here, guys?
I don't
Not that I
think
can think
so.
of.
Yeah. Did I tell y'all I was in Orlando for my niece's party?
Mhm.
She's two. So we Disney, all that good stuff. I wish I could show you guys.
I've been here 23 years. And it is a reminder, I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. So
that's that. Is this what we're doing now?
Yeah, because when I showed you the first thing, you told me that it wasn't Disney. So I just was like, oh, interesting.
Is this the new HGTV show?
Yeah. HGTV with DP. All that good stuff, man. Anyhow, man, we're going to get up out of here. We appreciate you guys. Love and respect. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Let's do it.
Peace.